JKPOV. I turn around, try to avoid the sunlight which is piercing from curtains only to disturb my sleep. Yeah. His leg tangled in bedsheet, making him fall in love with Jimin's girlfriend. I mean the floor. He groans in pain with weird face. What a bad morning. I hate mornings. What's the time? Shibbal. It's 8:30. Why and haven't wake me up? Where is she? Time skip. He hurriedly comes out of the bathroom only with towel around his waist. He was rubbing his wet hairs with small towel. Suddenly someone comes inside without knocking. Wayan, Jungkook, you are late today. Please wake up. She screams, watching his sexy body while water dripping down his abs. His perfect figure is giving heaven's sight to her, but she covers her face with hands. But being clumsy nature, she hit her toe on cupboard's board. Blood start coming out. She sits on ground holding her toe and sobs. He comes toward her. Wayan, why are you so clumsy? See, you have injured yourself. Now come with me. I will treat this wound. Her tears were about to come out of her eyes, but he cups her face, giving her the most pleasant worry expression. She tries to stand up, but it's look like her leg sprained. He brings medicine box and sit on ground in front of her. Wayan in mind, fuck, I thought that he will hold me in a bridal style and put me on bed with lots of romance, but no, I have the worst luck cause I got an anti-romantic husband, but he is looking so hot as water is still dripping from his hair. I am first time seeing his naked body. JK. Fake cup. Wayan, I have already treated your wound. Now stop staring at me. I know that I am your husband. She comes out of a fantasy thought while embarrassment prints on her face at red cheeks. She tries to stand up slowly. His cheeks also become red when he notices that he's already wearing a towel in front of her. He hurriedly runs to bathroom with his clothes. Embarrassment puts its scent in the scene. Time skip. He went to office while Wayan went to her cafe. He told her not to go cafe today, but she didn't listen to him and went. At cafe, it's noon time, so not many customers are here right now. He told me not to go cafe, but he also knew that this cafe is my life. This cafe I have started with my own money. I have always wanted to make new dessert and make people happy with the vibes of my cafe. She was in her thoughts when suddenly her coffee mug slipped out of her hands and shattered in pieces. Some glasses particles pricked on her feet, making her injured. She bent downwards to check her injured feet. Then she hears someone opens the door harshly. Until she moves apart, she sees that the person already sits on the table. The customer is a lady who sits with her black in front of her. Wayan feels weird that the lady comes, but she neglected and comes towards her to get the order after wiping the blood off her feet. Meanwhile, the lady commands her to come in a rude tone. Wayan, what would you like to order, ma'am? The lady turns her head towards Wayan while removing her sunglasses in a sassy way. Meanwhile, Wayan becomes shocked looking at that lady. That lady makes an O shape of mouth while looking at Wayan in a disgusting and sassy way. Oh, Diane, darling, you are here as a small cafe servant. Oops, so sorry for your situation. You know, I always said that you will never gonna gain anything in your life with this stupid mind and ugly face. Well, now call your boss. I am a VIP person. Wayan signs, Lyra, first of all, I am the boss of this big cafe, not small, and you are the customer here, so I don't want to do any senseless fight with you. You were my bully in college time, not here. So your order? Oh, so you are the boss? Then I want most expensive dessert and coffee of this cafe. Wayan nodded and left while her feet still hurt. Lyra is exploring whole cafe with cheap face expression. Time skips. Wayan comes with her dish. Lyra intentionally put her leg between her path, which caused dish and drink slip from Wayan's hand and dispersed on floor. Oops, I'm sorry dear. Now you have to make all these things again. Is burning in anger, but she didn't say anything rude in return because firstly she is weak because of injury and she don't wanna waste her energy on disgusting people. She knew that Lyra's nature. She always did cheap things like this in college time also. Lyra was jealous of Vian as most of the boys have crush on Vian, and she wanted all the boys' attention which didn't got because of Vian. Time skips. She brings another dish and dessert. Lyra, ew, this coffee has out of limits sugar. Vian, is this really the most expensive coffee of a cafe? And the dessert is also looking like a simple and cheap. I can't eat this. Get up, Lyra follow. I said get up, bitch. Lyra's whole face becomes shocking. She panically get up from her seat. I told you at college time also that I am not like other fragile and nerdy girls. You came in my cafe and insulting me. How dare you, bitch? Get lost from here. Lyra's face becomes red with anger. She threw her dessert on the floor, making the glass dish shattered, and she walked out of the cafe in anger way. Vian cools down and silently picked the pieces of her dish while a tear flowed down of her cheek, but she wiped it instantly. After some days in a bar, Vian in mind, why this client put the party in a bar and insisted JK to bring me. I don't wanna come in these places, but JK said that he is a special client for him, so I come. But gosh, I don't like the vibe of this bar. Jungkook, I'm thirsty. Can I go to front bar to have some drinks? Okay, but don't drink only juice and cold drinks. She nodded and went. He also went to meet his client while his eyes are on Vian. JK POV. Suddenly someone comes from behind me while their hand crawling over my shoulder and neck. I turn around to see the biggest bitch. Lyra, why are you here? She comes near to me while her hands are still on my shoulder. Oh Jungkook darling, this is a VIP bar and you know that how rich I am. Also I was missing you, baby. Don't you miss me? JK, listen, that was past and now there's nothing between us. How can you see like this? I still love you and want you, baby. She continuously becoming clingy on him while Vian is watching them from afar. Her grip on her glass becomes tighter, making a crack. The bartender looking at her in surprise. She instantly gets up from her seat with a juice glass, walking toward them. JK, I'm saying you. Vian pulls them and push her harshly. Vian, bitch, don't you dare to come near to him. Lyra, motherfucker. Vian, how dare you push me? Do you wanna snatch my boyfriend also from me? He is mine. Jungkook is mine. She threw the whole juice on her white dress, making it drenched. Jungkook becomes astonished, looking at the different and fierce look of Vian first time. Music stops while whole crowd is looking at them. Lyra grabs a glass from her beside table and threw it. Vian covers her face with her hand, ready to face the injury caused by the glass, but she feels nothing. She opens her eyes only to find Jungkook in front of her while blood is dripping from his arm and some glass particles are also dig into his skin. Whole crowd gasps looking at the heating fight in front of them. Lyra comes towards JK with crocodile tears, but JK pushes her away from him. Vian's eyes filled with tears. She grabs his arm. JK, Lyra, I'm telling you, you were my past. You are only my ex-girlfriend and nothing else. And Vian is my wife, my life and my future. So don't you even dare to harm her. You are a gold digger bitch. Stay away from my wife. Grabs Vian's arm and drag her outside of the bar. She doesn't say anything, just sobbing and walking behind him. Whole car ride was silent. She silently wrapped a wet towel around his wound while he was driving. They both reach home. He is still hella angry, but she scarcely grabbed his arm, stopping him in between. Vian, your wound is deep. Please let me aid it, otherwise it will cause infection. He is looking at her while she is looking down, not able to look at him. He nodded and went to bedroom. She is aiding his wound while he is looking at her with deep affection. JK, you are really brave, Vian. The way you push her and threw juice on her, giving me a new and fierce Vian vibes. Have you mean it when you say that I'm your wife, life, and everything? You never said anything like this before. You always act cold towards me, a cold iceberg. She completed his wound treatment and looking at him with deep affection, concern and questionable, he cups her face and coming closer to her face, making her gasp. I really mean it when I say, Lyra, that you are my everything. I'm not good in showing it, but deep down, I'm the biggest fan of your inner and outer beauty. She's only my ex-girlfriend who were trying to clinch on me, but my eyes were only on you, looking at your jealous and red face at that time. I wasn't jealous. Really, you were burning like hell at that time. Wanna beat my ex-girlfriend badly at that time cause she was touching your property, darling. Both are looking deeply. He smirks and she gulped all the saliva in her mouth to her throat. He comes closer to her, his hot breath striking on her neck, giving her shivers. JK, in deep husky voice, I'm all yours, baby. I'm your property. He hijacks her soft pair of lips between his wide lips, sucking them deeply while his hand sliding in her clothes, slowly pulling her dress strap down to her shoulder. His cold fingers tickling on her warm skin while her nails are digging into his skin. Her whole body becomes tense under his touch, but his kiss giving deep serenity to her soul. JK, we were married since 2 years, so wanna make baby, darling? Her cheeks becomes red mess. She hides her face in his embrace while laughing and smiling. The end. Thanks for watching. Subscribe my channel. Tap the bell icon and like the video. Bye.